outro. So this is kind of different from all of the videos that I do because YouTube has always been just a place for me to just dump all my videos because I love creating videos and I love editing them and I love taking videos, and you know, like it's just like an archived platform for I mean, it's a platform for my archived videos. That's what I meant to say. And now I kind of I've been seeing like a lot of YouTubers read their journal entries, and I have a lot of journals, and I just wanted to share them because I don't think anyone will read them anyway sometime in the future. And me, being as vain as I am, think that I have good work of literature here in this journal. Well, I have tons, but we're gonna start with my 2020 journal because I feel like it's kind of more relevant to where I am now in my life. Also, 2020 was a wild year. So let's start. Let's begin. Let's dive into the thoughts of 2020, Kyla.
I will start off by letting you know that this is a Mercury drug planner and I love their paper. I don't know where they get their paper. I'm sorry it's dirty. This journal has been through a lot. My dad gave this to me and it was very sweet of him to do that. 2020 was a year for me to just kept on writing because I was stuck in a room, and I also doodled a lot and did watercolor. It was also a year for me to express myself through art, and yeah, this is one of my artworks.
January 13, 2020, 8:28 p.m. I wrote this in quotes, so I probably did not thought of this. If you seek to avoid all disruptions to tranquility, other people, external events, and stress, you will never be successful. Your problems will follow you wherever you run and hide. But if you seek to avoid the harmful and disruptive judgments that cause these problems, then you will be stable and steady wherever you happen to be. I have no idea what that means. Last night, Taal Volcano erupted and has caused tons of damage and death, mostly birds, fishes, and trees. This is one lesson I'm picking up. Even though we try our best to quote unquote save the planet, there are things that are still beyond our control, but it's not something to be sad about. We just got to look at it in a different way. And then like I drew the Taal Volcano, and it says there's a little guy that says, "The Taal Volcano, calm down." I'm about to eat dinner. The whole family is home, so that's comforting. Earlier at work, I finished all the tasks I needed to do, and it sort of drained my energy. What helped? Listening to Fall Out Boy, Panic at the Disco, and Paramore. At night, I had a mini date with my boyfriend Ben. He walked me home. I mean, well, not really. He walked me to JY. So, just to explain, he did not walk me home. He walked me to a street where I can take a ride. I can take a jeepney home. This was also a time where I was rating myself, like every journal entry, I would rate myself whatever stars. So here I say, I am rating myself 7 out of 10 because even though I felt like I was in a bad mood, I still did my job and didn't spread any bad vibes. Also, I gave and received hugs. Sunday, March 22, 2020. Since January, there's this virus that's been rapidly spreading around the globe. With that, it comes with some other thing that's contagious: panic. The whole world is practicing this thing called self-quarantine, where you stay at home and isolate yourself from everyone else. Kindness should be spread often. This is now my mission. 2020 was the year I started my project, the Love Club, which was to cultivate kindness through like small acts, and also using my original characters called the Thingamabobs, and they represent certain kinds of how you can spread kindness. You can stalk them on Instagram. Yeah, it was a really fun project. So it's nice that I found a written documentation of how I actually thought of that. April 2nd, 2020, 12:25 a.m. And I wrote in all caps, self-sabotage. I am done with accepting the things I can't control. I am done preaching it to other people too. Right now, I hate myself. It could be hormones, which is why I wrote this down. Why am I like this? Jesus fucking Christ. I'm honestly tired of this Jesus. That's too many Jesus. Sabotage became worse, but that was yesterday. I'm praying that this is all menstrual flow related, so being a crybaby is justifiable. Anyway, last night things turned out for the better. I had a chat with Bruce, my friend. Where's Bruce? Anyway, he told me that after I left a place that I was working before, nobody went there anymore. They were looking for me. He also mentioned that when people meet me, I make them feel something special. I hope this is true. It made me happy. Compliments. Thank you. I feel like this was a really sad time, and receiving random compliments from people I don't usually interact with, especially Bruce, meant a lot. So maybe that's why compliments from stranger means more, because they don't know you, yet they are hyping you up. May 14, 2020. I forgot to mention our family had been complete since yesterday. Kirk finally went home from his girlfriend's place. He was there for 15 days. Wow, I was counting. So since Monday, we've all been hanging out a lot. It's really fun. We do a lot of shit on our own, but always find ourselves chilling together every now and then. We have watched 2 long murder documentaries since the start of this week. It was fun. I love being around them. Yesterday, I was freaking out because I felt like I was going to break. I wanted cigarettes. They all... this was the time I was smoking cigarettes. I don't like that about me. They all did their best to convince me to not give in, and told them I couldn't take it anymore. And I told them I couldn't take it anymore. I even tried to convince them that I'm not a quote-unquote bad daughter or sister. I was just stressed. I remember this day. It's so weird. They all laughed and rolled their eyes. After that conversation, my dad went out and bought me a pack of Marlboro. I'm lucky to have them. The fact that my family tolerated me smoking cigarettes and buying me cigarettes during the pandemic says a lot about them, like that they love me, and I'm really sorry that they had to go through that. I am not that person anymore. If you're smoking cigarettes, stop. I don't like preaching. I just said it earlier in the journal, but when it comes to that, just stop it. Don't even vape. Just do other things. You're destroying your body, and it's making you feel worse. That was a segue. Want none of your time. I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy can't get no love from me. Hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. Okay. I look like a Filipina right? That's what I'm achieving. I haven't talked to my boyfriend Dan lately, and it's alarming because I feel like I'm falling out of love with him. Ooh, this is juicy. I also use some of my negative energy to create shit. I'm slowly training myself to meditate. I can't wait to meet the man of my life. I love myself. I know he's out there somewhere. So I have to be my best self, not just physically, but mentally and all. You get it. Anyway, I'll meditate for a bit. Good night. Oh, that was a good ending. 10/10/2020, 12:18 a.m. My purpose is to be a good human being, and nature requires me to be kind, modest, and sincere. Today, well, actually 2 days ago, I decided to stop posting about politics and spreading the hate and anger. Everyone is pushing each other down, and I don't like the sight of it. I also do not like how the government is playing with our feelings and mental health. The bigger picture is the majority of the people living in the Philippines are poor, and some of them don't even have access to education or any information about what the hell is going on. So do not have the luxury to revolt or to think about the best for the country, because for them it's not entirely in their hands. I am thankful for the people who represent them, the people who knows what's right for the greater good. And I have to admit, I am not one of those people. There is one brave thing I can do though, and it's to cultivate kindness, to serve as a reminder for compassion and love. I think that's not weak at all. One little act of kindness gets a long way, and I intend to do that for the people, the country, and myself. That will be my mission. Cultivate kindness. I think we can end there because there's still more pages, but that was a really good thought. So I think during this time I decided to stop complaining about what's going on in the country or in anything in general. If I like, what is the best thing that I can do in the moment? If I'm able to help certain people, I will help them. If I'm able to provide stuff for them, or if I'm able to give them what they need, I will do that. I will be at service and not just keep ranting, because if I just keep ranting and not do something about it, then what does that say of me? And I like to end in that thought. Thank you so much for watching. I don't know if this was a really good project that I did, but just let me know, or don't let me know, whatever works for you. But yeah, thank you. Really nice. It's really nice